I've started a mentoring program, and the first project is for my wife's Kickstarter.com project. Hi, this is Mike Negami, Lean Sigma Black Belt. I'm always hoping that Lean Sigma and project management will be used by all of you, not only for big companies and projects, but also for whole life improvements. To help you with that, I've tried making useful videos and easy to use templates. And I was thinking, what can I do to expand on that some more? My answer is to start a mentoring program. I want viewers like you to set up an improvement project to streamline either your work or your hobbies processes. Then if you like, I would like to be your mentor and help you applying Lean Sigma to your project. If you are interested in applying for selection, please send an email to me, mike@econoshift.com. When I talked about this program idea to my wife Lara, she was upset, asking why am I going to help somebody else and not help her project. I didn't even know that she had a project. It ended up that my wife is the first client for my mentoring program. It felt strange to have my wife as a client. She creates great artwork. Here she is introducing her artwork for the Kickstarter.com.
Hi, I'm Lara, and I'm an artist, and one of the kinds of art that I do is called wish stones. Wish stones, or orgonite, are these little shiny things that are basically crystals embedded in resin. So I'm sure you've heard that crystals have some healing properties. So by being squeezed by the resin and emitting the crystal energy, it amplifies the crystal's healing effects. And I put different kinds of crystals into these things to put out different kinds of energies. And some people who are sensitive to crystal energy can actually feel this. And some people use it to help improve the feel of the energy in their home. And also they help repel EMF radiation, like the radiation you get from your computer, your cell phones, and those kinds of things. So people like to put them around their home, especially around their computers or Wi-Fi modems. And I like to make them very pretty because most of the ones on the market are fairly ugly.
Then what does she want to improve? We can find it by reading her project charter. This is her project charter. Let's read it. Problem statement. Currently, no standardization is established. Material costs, expenses, and inventories are not tracked. Since production schedule is not made, last-minute rushed purchasing and production is normal now. Business case. Establish an efficient standard production flow and develop a production operation system program with Excel. What do you think? You understand her overall project situation, don't you? I had a meeting with her. Making a project charter is very simple and easy. I asked each question and wrote down her answers on the template. It took only 30 minutes to complete, but the value is significant. I reviewed this charter many times during the project. I found this to be very useful, especially when I get stuck in projects. This reminds me what the original purpose of the project is. I'll introduce practical Lean Sigma and project management applications from this mentoring program. Again, if you are interested in applying to this mentoring program, please let me know by email. Thank you very much for viewing. Please click the subscribe button. Also, click and watch my other related videos. Thank you.